back to my channel. My name is Mariam and welcome to Healthy Habits. Today, I'm happy that you're here. Today, we're going to talk about the power of choosing happiness. Now, I love talking about happiness. It's one of my topics because it's so simple, but it's hard to keep up with happiness, to keep happiness overall, in our lives, which is normal. We are humans. We have other emotions, but we always want to seek happiness. We always seek happiness. We always want to seek happiness. That's why I'm making multiple videos about happiness in general. But today, it's about the power of choosing happiness. Now, it's a choice. With time, I understood that it's a choice. It's not like you're going to wait for it and it will come to you. No, it's a choice that you need to make. I was going to say every single day, but we have other emotions which can happen the other days, some days during our week, let's say. But happiness, overall happiness, I'm talking about overall happiness, not daily happiness, like overall happiness. We need to choose. We need to choose it. We need to wake up and be like, enough is enough. I'm choosing happiness. And once you choose happiness, what you're going to do next? What you're going to do next? Is it to take care more of your health, of your family's health, of you, of your family, of your close ones? What you're going to do after you choose the happiness? Why am I telling you that? First of all, it's a choice. It's an intention to be happy. It's a choice, the happiness. Because if you're not intentional, if you don't choose happiness, other emotions such as pain, sadness, it's so much stronger emotions that when we don't make the choice to be happy, unconsciously those emotions take over. Unconsciously, pain can take control of on us. And I know it's hard because unconsciously in life, it can happen to us uncomfortable situation. We can feel sad. We can feel angry. We can feel pain, unfortunately. That's why if we don't choose happiness, those things can take control over our happiness because they're much stronger. If we don't choose happiness, pain will control us. Because it's much easier to remember when we were in pain than remembering when we were happy. Because when we are happy, we don't think about anything else. We're just happy. We are happy that we are happy. But when we are sad, we are like, we are like playing that situation that made us sad, that conversation that made us sad, that thing that happened to us that made us sad, all over again. If we don't choose happiness, pain will take control over us. Now, I'm not telling you that we should feel happiness 24/7. I wish, but it's not the reality. But when you choose the happiness, your actions will follow. Your brain will seek other things to how you can make you feel happy. Let's say if you feel the happiest the most when you paint, when you read books, when you see your friends, close ones, family, when you work out, when you do those things that you know it's going to make you feel happy. Once you make the intention, once you choose happiness, your actions will follow, your brains will follow. But if you don't put this as your intention priority number one, you will not know what to do after. So step one is actually telling yourself, I am choosing happiness. No matter how hard situations right now I'm going through my life, I'm still choosing happiness. And I know, don't get me wrong, I know it's hard to do. It's hard to do when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling depressed, when you're feeling sad to choose happiness. Because that's the last thing that goes in your mind. But once you do twice, it becomes a habit. It becomes an automatic thing to choose happiness instead. Because even if you feel sad, even if you feel depressed and you still choose happiness, you prove to yourself that situation that happened to you right now, it doesn't define you. It doesn't define you. Why? Because you choose happiness, even though you're feeling sad. When we go through pain and difficult situation, we tend to think that it defines us. If we lose a lost one, I just did an episode about grief. I'm going to link it below. If you lose a loved one, you tend to think that that's what is it. But that pain, that losing a loved one define your present and your future. Don't get me wrong. I know it's horrible. I know. But if we let that pain control us, it will control us our whole entire life, and we don't want that. Pain is much stronger emotion. Sadness, unfortunately, is much more stronger emotion than happiness. But it's a thing, it's a habit that, again, like other habits that we talk about, we need to work on it every single day. Ask yourself, what do you do that makes you feel the happiest? Now, it's a little bit of a coaching session right now between me and you. What do you do? What have you done before that made you feel the most happiest in your life? I'll give you examples. For me, it's spending time with my family. For me, it's doing things that I know is good for me, such as having good nutrition, working out. It didn't used to be the same example that I told you like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It always changes, and it's normal. In 5 years, when I'm going to have a family and kids, because yes, I didn't tell if, I said when, which is another habit. When I'm going to have kids and family, they're going to be my priority. They're going to make me feel the most happiest person. But happiness overall needs to come within yourself. Yes, you need to choose happiness. Yes, your actions need to follow. But before you were choosing happiness, you need to know that it comes within yourself. Yes, spending time with my family, it's a happy moment for me. It doesn't mean that it will make me happy the whole entire year, because also it needs to come within myself. You see the difference? Spending time with my family, yes, it's a short term of happiness, because what happens when I go home? What happens at night when my head is on my pillow and I am, 4 walls around me? What happens then? Yes, I'm still going to be happy for my family. Yes, I'm still going to be grateful for my family. But if I'm not happy with myself, if I am not happy with the way I am, if I'm not happy with my thoughts, if I'm not happy with my actions, if I didn't do one thing that I know deep down is good for me, how do you want me to be happy? If you're not happy with yourself, and I'm not talking about necessarily how you look, internally, like if you're not happy with yourself, how do you want to be happy with others, around others? Choose happiness, be happy, so your actions can follow. And how you can be happy with yourself is if you work on yourself, if you listen to podcasts, if you read books. I feel like on every episode I'm telling you this, but it's important, because if you don't do those things, you wouldn't know the magic. If you don't do those things, you wouldn't even know what makes you the happiest. A few seconds ago, I asked you that question. Because usually we don't ask ourselves those questions, right? We don't ask ourselves, what makes me happy? Let me think. Let me take time to think. Usually we are busy. We are doing chores. If you have kids, priority our kids, which is normal, which is important. But when you take care, when you make time also, I'm not telling you, don't take care of others, your kids, family, and take only care of yourself. No. But when you take care also take care of you, you'll have time to think. You'll have time to know yourself. You will have time to know what makes you happy, what doesn't, what you can do when you feel sad, a little bit sadness, what you can do. Me, when I feel sad, I need to move. I just need to move. Going for my walk, I need to move. Now, it's hard to go for a walk or working out when you feel sad and you don't feel like it. You just want to be in bed, watch Netflix, and just do nothing. Those days, maybe you will have 1 or 2, but it doesn't mean your whole week needs to be like that. You need to get up, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't be the best for you and for others, but first for you. That's why by choosing happiness, by waking up and telling yourself, I choose happiness today, no matter what is going through my life right now, is the biggest self-love and self-care you can do. It's not just words. Because when you tell yourself, yes, you need to believe it, but when you tell yourself, you start to believe. You start to believe that I am choosing happiness because I'm worth it. I am choosing happiness because, and you can fill the blank. If the intention is not there, whatever is happening in your life will take control over you. But when you wake up and you choose happiness, regardless how your day will go and what is happening right now in your life, whichever hard situation you're going through in your life, it shows to you that you matter. Even though we can't feel happiness 24/7, 366 the whole year, it still shows to you that you matter because you wanted happiness, because you wanted to feel happy. Why I wanted to make this video especially, it's because during October, November, December, and January, between October and January, those months, we tend to feel more sad because New Year is coming, days are getting shorter. It creates sadness in us because the New Year is coming and we feel like we didn't do all the resolutions that we promised ourselves at the beginning of January this year. We're feeling sad because we're like, oh my God, but I wanted to do this, but I didn't. We're feeling sad because we didn't keep up the promises that we made ourselves. We're getting sad because some of us, you're a business owner or you have some projects for the deadline is the end of the year. It's stressed, we're getting overwhelmed. We're getting stressed. Daylight also, it can have a huge impact on your mood, on your overall well-being in general. It's harder those months. It's harder. If you live in a colder country such as Canada, it can be even behind January because February, March is super cold. Can you imagine if those months I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, it's minus 30 Celsius outside. I don't want to do anything and just be in my bed and I want to cry and eat ice cream and watch Netflix and eat my pizza. Don't get me wrong, you need to feel your emotions a day or two. If crying out loud, it's what you feel will make you feel better, do it by all means. But it doesn't mean your whole week, your whole month, your whole year needs to be like that. Especially if you have a stronger personality and you always seem a strong person, you need sometimes to feel vulnerable. You can't be a strong person 24/7 for a whole year. So feel your emotions, but still choose happiness. Again, if we don't choose happiness, pain, uncomfortable situations, and this will come. You're also more happier when you choose happiness as an intention to be happy. You feel like in your brain, after 6 actions, how you can actually be happy, let's say that week, that day, you feel that you're worth it. You feel that you matter. So it shows you when you choose happiness, it shows that you matter. When you choose happiness, it shows that you are worth it. And after all, it's an emotion that we all seek, that we all want to have 24/7, but it's not realistic. It's not human. We have other emotions. We need to also try to deal with those emotions. What we do when we feel angry, sad, so we can feel better. But it's unrealistic to tell ourselves that we need to feel happy 24/7. Yes, we want to. Yes, I wish it was like that, but it's not realistic. That's why I'm also trying to tell you that it's not realistic, but it doesn't mean that we still can't put the intention to make the choice and make choice to feel happy. It's important as well. I hope this video, it was short one, but I hope it was right to the point. Thank you so much for watching. especially holidays coming up, I'm sending you virtual hugs. And I know that for some of us, it can be very, very difficult, especially if you have lost a close one. Although we can't be happy 24/7, it seems still important to make the intention to choose happiness for overall your well-being in general. So sending you virtual hugs, stay strong, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and also ring the bell so you don't miss any healthy habits, because we are having here a lot. Thank you guys again, and per usual, before I go, don't forget, don't give up for just one more day. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. And I didn't put my timer. Oh my God.